Sometimes the greatest stories come from no expectation.
Absolutely.
So
it's okay.
Oh my.
I almost just died.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Casual Sports Talk.
So obviously, we're starting with Group A, right? We're starting with the host nation, Russia. Saudi Arabia is in there, Egypt is in there,
Yep.
and Uruguay is in there. But before we talk about Group A, I want to send it over to Rap right now. Rap is currently live in Italy.
It's Rap here, as you can see on location, next to the Coliseum in Italy. This is a team that should be playing in this year's World Cup, and to the surprise of millions, they're not. Fans worldwide are completely devastated as the national team now has to prepare for the next Cup in 2022. Many people like to blame Gianpiero Ventura, the now former Italian manager, and his questionable tactics. This was probably Gigi Buffon's last chance at another World Cup, but yet he's still a legend in the eyes of the fans, no matter what country they support, and will be thoroughly missed. It is now up to the team to rebuild during the next 4 years and bring themselves back to glory.
Rap, thank you so much for that. We miss you. Come back soon. The podcast is not the same without you.
Yeah.
It might be much better, but don't worry. Listen, once again, I want to thank Bad Monkey. They have provided us this amazing popcorn.
Extraordinary popcorn. If you haven't tried Bad Monkey yet, you have to go to your local grocery store and pick some up.
Literally at any IGA. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely shout out. Thank you, Bad Monkey. Let's talk about Russia. They're the top of Group A. They're the host nation. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
They probably would have qualified if they weren't the host nation, but whatever. They run a three at the back now. So it's very interesting. In a game where so much is placed on defensive importance, they're literally playing very free. They're saying, we have our three defenders. We trust them. I personally don't trust them. I trust Igor Akinfeev more, their goalkeeper.
Yeah,
right?
fair enough. Now, the thing with a team like Russia is that they got the automatic qualification spot.
Yeah.
So there's no really knowing, are they ready for this World Cup? Were they really practicing to the same level other teams were? Were they taking it as seriously? Are their players as fit? We don't know about that.
Yeah. I'm talking about two huge key players for them and players that they can lead them. Go Alan Zagoev, I really can't pronounce that, and Alexander Golovin. They are two technically gifted midfielders. Zagoev plays a little deeper, and Golovin plays a little more attacking. And the thing is, Zagoev grabs the ball. He can really stop an attack very easily, and that counter-attack game is strong for them. Brings up to Golovin. Golovin brings it up to Zuba, anybody like. And that's really what's going to be key for them. But Ethan, you can't forget about Artem Dzyuba. This 6'5" giant has a knack for scoring goals, and I believe that he can score a couple goals in this World Cup. Maybe lead Russia out of their group. Maybe. So this group's a really open group for me. I see no real favorites here.
Well, there is one.
There's one, but Russia can finish first and they can finish last. Right?
Yeah.
It's one of those groups. It's really up in the air, so we'll have to see what they do. Sort of the Green Falcons. Go to the Green Falcons of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Marav, listen, we don't expect them to do much. Not many people expect them to do much. But sometimes the greatest stories come from no expectation.
Absolutely.
So,
it's okay.
Oh my.
I almost just died.
We are getting booed by the fans here. The fans are booing us right now.
Look at him, he's like so mad at himself.
We are getting booed by the fans here locally.
Yeah.
But go back to Saudi Arabia. They're favorites to finish last in this group. I mean, do you give them much of a chance? What do you think of their game?
Thing is, I really don't expect anything to happen from Saudi Arabia. I don't know many of their players. They're one of those teams where it's fun to see a team like that have an opportunity in a World Cup.
So they qualified ahead of Japan, and Japan's usually in there, right? From the age group. Japan's usually
Japan has some random players that usually are fun to watch. So the fact that they finished ahead,
kind of says something to me. They also have a new coach. They appointed a new manager. This guy, he actually couldn't even lead Chile to the World Cup.
That's
so who knows if he's going to lead them far? I don't know. Could we just acknowledge that, like, Saudi Arabia, they're called the Green Falcons? Like, that's awesome. That's a sick team. That's a really, really sick team. I just hope they don't blow a lead. Like,
let's be honest, he really just does not know what to say when it comes to Saudi Arabia. That's all we got.
Let's go to Egypt. Marav, you want to talk to me about some Egyptians real quick?
Yeah, so
give me the key to them. Give me the key for them.
So the key for Egypt really is, it's one guy at the end of the day, and there's so many question marks regarding if he'll be ready for the World Cup.
And I think he will be ready. I just don't know if he'll be at 100%. Like I think he'll play.
Yeah, the rumor is Mohamed Salah.
80%.
Yeah, the rumor is Salah will be there for the second game.
Okay.
That's apparently
And
what
their first game would be against Uruguay.
So they might
game.
lose that. Now the thing that's very interesting about Egypt is that they actually have a foreign manager. They have an Argentinian manager coaching a team full of Egyptians. So it's always interesting to see how those dynamics work. Is communication an issue there?
Yeah.
But as qualifiers have shown, apparently it's not. It's a team full of hard workers, people that are willing to play around Salah, and there's nothing wrong with playing around one player.
For sure. And for me, as long as Mo Salah is healthy, this team is the team to beat. It's a very weak group for what it's worth. So this team is the team to beat in this group with Mo Salah fully healthy. He's the key to their offense, and it's not really a bad thing. Like, people will know they're playing through Mo Salah, but like, what's so bad about that?
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as everyone plays 120% around him, it doesn't matter if they only play through him.
For sure. And if he continue the form that he had this season with Liverpool, like
exactly.
he can keep on scoring goals.
Exactly.
Who's saying that they won't get out of this group?
And in Liverpool, he was given the opportunity to not care about the defensive issues. His plan was, if they conceded 3 goals, go Salah, score 4.
Yeah.
You know, and he's gonna have that same role with Egypt.
Probably have that same
Be free,
mentality.
Same mentality. You might be wondering why I'm standing on the 45-yard line here, and guess what? That's the amount of goals Mohamed Salah has scored for Liverpool in all competitions. And that in the World Cup is going to come very key when you need that second goal.
The last group, we'll talk about Uruguay. For me, they have the most potent attack in this group, right? They have Suarez and they have Cavani, two world-class strikers, like without much argument there. The problem is, the question I have is, can they coexist? I mean, you see Cavani having tons of problems with Neymar, with Mbappe. Like, it's a bunch of little issues that speak to me on a bigger picture here. Can they coexist enough to bring Uruguay far?
Yeah, and I think they hopefully can, considering when you compare players like Neymar to Suarez is a lot less selfish on the ball.
Okay.
He's a lot more giving, he's willing to pass more, he's willing to really do what it takes for the team to win. While Neymar, sometimes you think he gets caught up in a lot of the extracurriculars, and Cavani, he seems like someone that just cares about the nitty-gritty. He cares about goals going in the net. That's what he cares about.
So Suarez is a better complement to Cavani than Neymar is.
I think this World Cup he'll show that, yeah.
Okay, and I mean, listen, they've had their success in the World Cup and their failures. I mean, last World Cup they lost to Colombia in the round of 16. The one before, they made it to the semis.
The semis, and they lost.
Far.
Yeah, and they lost to Netherlands.
That experience, it speaks to me. It tells me that they have what it takes to at least make it out of the group, if not make it a little further.
Uruguay have tons of penalty kick takers in Suarez and Cavani. Let's hope they use them. Nope.
That's probably the main reason why I think they're going to get out of this group. I think it'd be Uruguay and Egypt. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Egypt and Russia or Uruguay and Russia. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe not Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys. This was Group A.
Thank you for
Let
listening.
us know what you think.
Yeah.
And we'll be back for Group B in 10 minutes. We'll see.
We'll be back.